A lot of talk about improvement and how they look at the line of scrimmage, and you're the kind of guy who would know. Like, how physical has the defense been this spring?
Oh, there's some elite guys that are in here that are stepping up at different levels, that they brought in new guys and guys that are making strides. That there's definitely more physicality at the line of scrimmage. Whether it also be from backers too, not just the front, like the D-line, linebackers coming in there, they're thumping too. It's definitely a more physical matchup this spring. It feels like there's more intensity in these practices. Not that last fall was not intense, but they're really like everyone's chasing it. We're chasing it pretty hard right now, and so it's nice to get that nice little extra thump in practice. But I can tell you right now, we're bringing the heat, both sides.
And then there's talk of a lot of cross training as kind of a theme this spring. Have you been moving around a little bit, or do you have a spot where you feel like you've kind of found a home?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of, there's no one-trick ponies in football. Unless you're Trent Williams or Caleb Williams, you're not stuck to one. And that's also the way they teach it. They teach it so you can know everything. They don't just teach center. They don't just teach right guard. They teach knowing the formation. They teach what you take in this step when you see these things. So they kind of teach everything so they can pit and pull and plug around at any time. And so that's the way Henson really has success towards his previous spots, and here is he can plug anyone at any time in case there's emergencies or problems. Like, everyone knows what to do at any given position. And so right now everyone's swapping, subbing around, playing different positions just to see how you feel at it, regardless of if that's your position or not.
You guys brought in a lot of transfers from the offensive line. How are you guys gelling so far this spring?
Dude, we're boys. We're boys. We go get food all the time. We hang out all the time. Spring break, we got a good group chat together without the coaches. We send each other funny memes, all that stuff. We get along like nobody's business. A lot of people on the outside of buildings think that it's a problem when you got guys transferring in and out. But here, it's such a professional, such a fun relation. There's no hostility, no don't like each other behind the back. We're one brotherhood after another, and everyone gets along. Everyone texts the group chat. We get tacos tonight. I told Scott about where to go, where we hit normally on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
You have to share that with us.
Yeah, so there's a spot, Angel Tijuana Tacos, that we go. Probably we kill about 40, 50 tacos, couple burritos. The whole O-line goes as a group together. So if you ever need some taco recommendations, go to Angel's Tijuana downtown, about 15-minute drive. We all eat. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's gas. And so we'll get together. We'll all text each other sometimes in the night, just what do you want to do, or what we're going to do this weekend, or after practice, are we going to go get lunch or something on Saturdays, because we practice kind of mid-afternoon. So there's no hostility in the O-line room. We bonded just like we've been here 5 years together.
Who eats the most?
Who eats the most? Oh wow! So when we go Korean barbecue, it has to be Andreas Stewart. He might bankrupt the place. Genuinely, I mean, he can put some food down, but wow, that's a tough question. Beforehand, it was Voorhees for sure. I think Didi stepped into the role of the most food can get put down. I think Justin's got that one right now, but it depends on the food. So either Justin or Andreas Stewart, with the most food can be consumed in one sitting. It's borderline unholy.
Have you always been this uncomfortable on camera?
Probably. I mean, I'm not. I mean, if people know me, they would probably know I'm a very big people person. But I'm, first media time out here at USC, so I'm not a huge camera guy. But we do what we got to.
Pretty good so far. So, what has Coach Henson laid out as kind of the big boxes he wants you guys to check by the end of spring practice?
So in our O-line room, we have a couple of major, he'll have us get up and read it, the no excuse board, and things like that along the line. So he always wants us to come out here and have physicality involved, communication involved, all sorts of level of IQ. And he wants you to understand, if he's teaching Mason a point, that is also mean he's teaching me, he's teaching Cortland, he's teaching everyone else. So he's like the long-term players, the players that last longest in college in the league. When you coach one person, they coach you too, whether it's not your position. So when you get up there, the same person doesn't make an error. So he teaches that so we can be more efficient, so he doesn't have to teach the same thing day after day after day. But physicality, communication, IQ, and then versatility with being able to swap around. You're not, like I said earlier, not a one-trick pony in this game. So those are his kind of core foundations that he kind of leads all the time, and I think that's what helps us succeed so much in our our teachings and learning on the field.
Do one more.